50 definition of terms. Number 1 is social anxiety disorder. This is called social phobia. Number 2 is reality anxiety. Reality anxiety refers to fear of real dangers in the external world. Number 2 is neurotic anxiety. Neurotic anxiety refers to fear that instincts will get out of control and cause the person to do something for which he or she will be punished. Moral anxiety. Moral anxiety is the fear of the conscience. Next is anxiety disorder and criminality. Among offenders with antisocial personality disorder or APD, the presence of anxiety disorders may increase behavior problems and limit participation in offender rehabilitation programs and work training. Next is coulrophobia, the fear of the clowns. Ergophobia, the fear of work. Chronophobia, the fear of the future. Technophobia, the fear of technology. Didascalenophobia, the fear of school. Ligerophobia, the fear of loud noises. Nosocophobia, the fear of hospitals. Chaetophobia, the fear of hair. Gerascophobia, the fear of getting old. Cacomorphophobia, the fear of fat people. Phasmophobia, the fear of ghosts. Equinophobia, the fear of horses. Mosophobia, the fear of mice. Catotrophobia, the fear of mirrors. Aglyphobia, the fear of pain. Tocomophobia, the fear of pregnancy. Telephonobia, the fear of talking on phone. Pognophobia, the fear of birds. Persecutory type delusion of persecution. In this subtype, the central theme of the delusion is that the individual is being conspired against, inspired on followed provision, cheated, harasses, or obstructed. Next is jealous type. In this subtype, the central theme of delusion is that the individual's belief is individual spouse of lover is being unfaithful. Somatic type. The core theme of the somatic subtype is centered on bodily functions or sensations. Next is grandiose type. In this subtype, the central theme of the delusion is that the individual believes he or she has an extraordinary. Next is erotic type. The central theme of this subtype of delusional disorder is that another person is in love with the individual. Mixed type. In this subtype, no delusional theme is predominant. Delusions of reference. The predominant delusional theme is the false belief that others are talking about one. Delusions of self-accusation. This delusion is associated with intense feelings of guilt and remorse and could be regarded as the extreme opposite of the grandiose delusion, where the individual replaces feelings of saving the world with the delusional belief that world is coming to end. Unspecified type, where dominant delusional belief cannot be clearly determined of, does not fail, I fall, with the description of delusional subtypes. Delusions of control. The central theme of this delusion is the belief that others control you. Next is biological research are studying how abnormalistics of certain areas of the brain might be involved in the development. Next is genetic. The fact that delusional disorder is more common in people who have family members with a genetic factor or schizophrenia suggests there with other mental disorders. Delusion and criminality. Delusional disorders may be uncommon, but they are reality. Manic phase. During the manic phase of this disorder, the patient may show excessive, unwarranted excitement or silliness, carrying jokes too far. Next is depressive episode. The other side of bipolar coin is the depressive episode. Next is depressive disorder. Depressive disorder is when the person experiences extended, unexplainable period of sadness. Major types. Depressive disorder. A person suffering from major depressive disorder is in depressed mood of most of the day, nearly every day, or has lost interest or pleasure in all or almost all activities for a period of at least 2 weeks. Single episode. Single episode depression is like major depression only strikes in one dramatic episode. Recurrent episode. A recurrent depression is an extended pattern of depressed episodes. Personality disorder. Personality disorder are chronic maladaptive cognitive behavioral patterns that are truly integrated into the individual's personality and that are troublesome to others, or whose pleasure source are either harmful or illegal. Next is schizoid personality disorder or SPD. Those with SPD may be perceived by others as somber, aloof, and often are referred to as loners. Paranoid personality disorder or PPD. Although they are prone to unjustified angry to or aggressive outbursts when they perceive others as disloyal or deceitful, those with PPD more often come across as emotionally cold or excessively serious. Next is borderline personality disorder or BPD. This mental illness interferes with an individual ability to regulate emotion. And last is histrionic personality disorder. Individuals with this personality disorder exhibit a pervasive pattern of excessive emotionality and attempt to get attention in unusual ways, such as bizarre appearance of speech.